I don't even know what to say. It has made such a difference. We're gonna see. Things are very up in the air. Today has honestly just been a mess.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me.
Good morning, guys. I'm gonna start out this video making you feel so much better about your life because everything in mine is in utter disarray. I don't know how we got here. We've been in Charlotte for like a week, seriously, like a week and 2 days. This is what the bedroom looks like. Random tripod, backpacks. The bathroom, this is an absolute wreck. Like, we are literally utilizing every square inch of counter space. And we could be putting some of this stuff in here. What is Zach of Kroger bags in there? I have no idea. But no, this is just the way we're doing it, I guess. And don't even get me started on the closet. It's a lot, guys. I don't know. And this kind of stinks. I wanted to do like a setup where we can get ready together like we did back in the day, but all of the natural lighting and seating is upstairs where Zach's working, so I don't want to do that. And then down here, I have my lighted makeup mirror I just ordered off Amazon, but if I put the light on, I look creepy to you guys. So I don't know. These are just the realities of this whole travel lifestyle. It's not all sunshines and rainbows, but we're gonna make it work, guys. And okay, the bad thing that I realized is that as we keep traveling, our places are actually getting smaller. Okay, it's definitely not good to do it in that order, but the problem is this is a little hint, we are traveling to higher cost of living areas with the same budget, so the places naturally get a little bit smaller, and that's a very sad thing. It's good. I'm scared. But these are sacrifices you make for the bigger picture, and it's so worth it, guys. Like, it has seriously just been so cool, especially here in Charlotte. Like, we could talk about this more later. Like, I am falling in love with this city. I don't know. It's the fact that it's like mild temperatures, but you still have seasons, because I don't know if I would totally miss seasons if we moved to a place that's just totally warm weather year round. Like, as much as I hate the cold, I do love, like, I don't know, like things changing, putting on sweaters, that type of thing. It is nice though that here it's just a little more mild, like not getting 10 feet of snow a year. I think it's maybe on average like 10 to 15 degrees warmer here than Cincinnati in the winter. But it's interesting because I feel like it was always like the American dream to own a house. Like, that's when you truly made it, that's the success. And especially nowadays, I don't think that's the case at all. I think a lot more people are renting later in life because, at least for us, like, we're avoiding the whole starter home phase. We're just kind of skipping through that and instead renting during that period and saving. I guess with traveling, we're not saving as much, but we did a lot of saving beforehand. And to me, the American dream isn't owning a home. It's like freedom. It's the ability to do whatever you want to do. Like, owning a home makes you so you're stuck there. Especially, like, you don't want to buy a home and then sell it in a year. I mean, if you have to, you have to, but you'll lose so much money that way. Like, you really want to own it for at least 5 years to gain value. And yeah, to me, it's just like, that's not like the dream, at least right now. In a year, maybe. I mean, especially when we have a family, that'll be amazing, but it's definitely not like the end all be all. Actually, exciting news, my brother just got a home in Cincinnati, and it's upsetting because my parents are flying there in, I think, like a week or two to help him kind of just like set up, move in, all of that. And I won't be there. Like, what the heck? How am I not in Cincinnati? So that definitely stinks, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I just discovered a much better setup. So I have my phone to show you what this looks like. I'm probably gonna watch all this back now and be like, this all looks like trash. This is my view. We've got the suitcases. This little guy came in handy. You guys are propped up there. And then I can see myself here. That is one thing I'm definitely learning to let go over these next few months, and I have over the last month. Perfection and just things looking perfect, because a lot of it is just naturally out of my control. Like, I didn't design this space or have a say in the lighting, little things like that, where, you know what, this is therapy for me. But I have been getting a lot of questions asking, what are we doing after December? Because you guys know we have our Airbnbs booked through December, then the plan is to go home for Christmas, and then we have nothing. We have no plans, we have nothing at all, because I am now considering staying home in New York for the entire month of January, which is kind of crazy. Feels like I'm moving back home with my parents, but I just feel like it's the perfect opportunity. I haven't been home in a year, well, not a year yet, but it'll be a year. I haven't been home since last holiday season. I went home, I think, in January. So that is like insane. It definitely does stink that I feel like I always end up visiting New York in the colder months because of the holidays and just my time off, because there's nothing to do. I mean, obviously there are things to do, but I love just being able to be outside, and it's freezing in January in New York, but we don't know. We just, oh, darn it. I just got freaking eyeliner all over my hand. Well, I came upstairs to chat with Zach about our future plans, but there is no Zach. I forgot. I think he went to Kroger during his lunch break to get some groceries, and I'm just doing some behind the scenes stuff for YouTube. This one, actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably haven't even noticed, but I started adding what's called chapters to my YouTube videos, where it kind of just like breaks down the topic that each section is. So for example, discovering a cute new lunch spot, and then an exciting package update, kind of just breaking it down, which honestly, I was hesitant to do for a while because naturally, as a creator, I don't want people skipping through my videos. Like, I just want you to sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, watch the whole thing. But I noticed that when people do these chapters on videos that I watch, I love it. Like, it almost just makes the video, especially if it's like a long one, like a 30-minute one, feel so much more digestible, because I don't necessarily skip around with the chapters, but it's cool to be like, oh, we have like a new section coming, like a new part, a new vibe. I don't know. So leave a comment down below if you enjoy chapters. If you don't, that's totally fine. Like, I honestly won't keep doing it if people don't really want them, because it obviously takes time, which I don't mind, but there's just no point in doing it if people don't enjoy it. I just feel like YouTube gives us these features, and oh, the devil has returned. Wow. And you know what this means, Zach? This wasn't even planned, but you gotta give us a grocery haul.
Just what I wanted to do.
Oh, he got the party size.
Clancy likes these too, so I figured
yeah.
we'd both snack up. And you like the everything?
Yeah, yeah. Those are so good.
Got these little caffeine drink things that I like. I usually get other kinds, but this was gonna save a little money. Publix face wash.
Acne medication? You don't have acne.
I mean, it was the cheapest face wash that I don't like to spend money. I literally, when I go, I just buy.
Well, Zach has like the nicest skin because he has like the nicest complexion.
I've got...
You didn't even say thank you?
You have better skin than I do.
No, you have a good complexion, but blueberries.
Got some blueberries. Got my Silk Greek coconut yogurt. I found that when my stomach was hurting eating other yogurts. This does not hurt my stomach and tastes good. Got some hummus.
Yum. I love, I have like an addiction to hummus.
These, which is my new favorite, microwavable, like kale and quinoa, basically. I think
and that's a new discovery, Publix exclusive. We're new to Publix, obviously.
Yeah, so
I want to try those.
I got a bunch of those, and then they didn't have the other flavor I liked, so I just got one of these. I used to eat these. This was my most unnecessary. This was $7.
Whoa, puffed
way
granola.
Too much. But Carly got me hooked because she had the puffed things. So I'm gonna eat that with my yogurt. Got some flavored water. Got some energy drinks for workouts. Some different ones.
He loves his energy drinks.
Spinach, some romaine. I just do 50-50. You can buy it 50-50, I realize that. But the last time I did it, it was like I bought a bag and it said it was good and it was bad. So that's the only brand they have it.
Yay! I was secretly hoping you were gonna get grapes.
Some grapes. Some carrots. Clancy needed lemons. Big barbecue sauce because I was out. More drinks. Shampoo. I wanted to try these pre-made chicken breasts.
Oh my gosh, those look so good.
And they smell good.
Yeah, show me this. This is my kind of stuff.
Some eggs. Last but not least.
Oh, we've been loving eating watermelon with this shape. Do we have the grand total? Do you know how much you spent?
It's like 110, I think, or something like that.
Nice. I'm noticing that my week in my life videos, or like days in my life, like what you're watching now, have a totally different feel than my weekend in my life, because like, for example, this is a weekend in my life. It's a lot of B-roll, a lot of just like exploring type thing, not as much talking, whereas these are more chatty. So I guess it's kind of good because you get a little bit of both, but it's just like, obviously during the week I'm not eating out, and it's like, I've said it before, like it kind of feels like a vacation, but it's not. Like, I'm still being strict with myself with trying to save money and just live responsibly. Also, it's just not good to eat out all the time. So it's interesting, but this is definitely gonna be one of those chatty vlogs, so buckle up. Wow, look at Zach's healthy lunch. He's got that chicken he bought, the barbecue sauce, that frozen bag, but I have a feeling my lunch is going to be much more delectable.
Cool.
world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
And lunch is served. Just chicken, quinoa, and butternut squash. And a big tip is if you can, try to just meal prep one part of your lunch each week. So for example, you guys saw the butternut squash I cooked yesterday. It was very annoying. It took a lot of time, but now I have 3 others for the rest of the week. I just had the 4th. And then I personally like to cook my chicken fresh. Just feel like it tastes so much better, and the quinoa is super easy as well. Leave it to me to not watch The Bachelor literally all season. Like, I only saw the first episode or 2, and then suddenly I come in hot for the finale. Because honestly, I feel like every single season is the same. It is so formulaic. They get a rose, they go on a date, they get a date card. Like, it's just not interesting. But I have been reading about all of the behind the scenes drama in The Bachelor, like with one of the guys, the guy who won, actually having a girlfriend before he went on the show. And like, I live for the drama. So I'm here 3 hours, 8 to 11 tonight, which, can I just say, some of us have bedtimes. Like, I still go to bed relatively early, but oh, I'm in it. Update everyone, the night just got so much better. We've got the party-sized pretzel crisps, the grapes, and Zach.
Here we are.
He's the Bachelor leader. He loves. I mean, okay, but he hasn't been watching this season.
I haven't watched any of this season.
Because the real reason is we didn't have cable in Nashville. That's the only thing that kept you away.
It's not the truth. We could have watched on Hulu or...
He's the Bachelor leader. But I told Zach a lot of drama's coming our way in the next 3 hours, and I'm so excited.
3 hours, wow.
I know, it's till 11. Oh, this is so weird seeing like the news in Charlotte. Wow. What could have been? A little update. I just went to the fridge to get the hummus, and I asked Zach, "Oh, where's the hummus?"
Snooze, you lose.
He ate all of it today. That Bachelor finale. Oh my gosh. That was definitely worth it to watch. And I don't know why, guys. I have like a weird disorder where, trust me, I don't like Tino. Tino, for those of you who don't know, is a guy who basically cheated on Rachel and was just not good. But immediately in these situations, I just feel bad for Tino. Like, he's publicly humiliated now. Everyone hates him. And I just don't think any human being should ever be hated to the extent that some of these people are. Like, no human is strong enough for that. Like, we're not built for that. So I just hope this can all blow over for Tino, because I just felt bad. I don't know. What he did was awful, and he does not deserve Rachel, but I don't think he deserves death threats. I don't know. I just went to the gym. Still here, just trying to procrastinate, and I have to go to the grocery store. You know the drill. I just need to pick up a few things. Sitting here with my coworker, and I wanted to hear his thoughts on The Bachelor last night, starting with Rachel and Tino.
You mean Dino?
Oh my God, Zach kept being like, Dino.
I mean, Dino sounds better.
His mom's name is Tina, so I think it bothered you that it's like Tina with an O.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think so, but I just think Tino sounds dumb. I think there was a lot of, what's the word, like subliminal messaging or what, like secretive
Yeah, a lot of
talks.
things
like
we don't know, like.
So clearly Tino, he cheated, and that's wrong. So we don't need to like really even discuss that. So. And
he was saying, basically I think he was implying it was just a kiss, but that's cheating. I mean, you can emotionally cheat, and that's awful.
Yeah,
let alone to touch someone's lips with your lips.
No, so I mean, he cheated. So I mean, that's at the end of the day. You cheated. So, and he kept like trying to explain it, but then they kept talking about like, do you want to say it? Oh, we'll say it. Oh, do you want to talk about what happened? And then they were just like, he's like, no. And then she'd be like, yeah, no. Like, it was like weird, because there's certainly more to the story. Not saying he should cheat. That's not what I'm saying, but there is much more that happened that they weren't saying, which at the end of the day, you could come to his defense. You may not come to, I'm not, again, but like, he may have more things that happened that makes him think like maybe their relationship was over or whatever, but we didn't really like this year anyways. I went into it thinking, because I liked Rachel on Clayton's season. I still like her. I still think she is really like a nice person or whatever, and I just think the season kind of got away from her.
What about Gabby?
I mean, so that whole story was interesting, that he kind of just like led that girl on or whatever. Eric's texts obviously weren't great, but I think people can relate to like just not liking someone that much, right? Like he was probably wanting to tell that person, hey, I'm doing this because we don't have a future, but he didn't want to say that to her. He wanted to make it like, he was probably like, again, trying to come off nice to her by saying, hey, I'm doing this for an opportunity, whatever. Because let's be honest, at least half the people that go on The Bachelor or Bachelorette do it for the opportunity. They do not do it for love. No matter what they say, all those dweebs that are on Bachelor in Paradise, that's what they do again. That they linger around, they hang out, they try to get famous, which is fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's just why people do it. I mean, if he did it just to get famous and found love, like, good for him. He seems genuine. Gabby and Rachel both kind of come off like they want to be like no nonsense or whatever. So like, you'd think Gabby could see through it if he was fake. Good for them at the end of the day. That's why I guess you do the shows besides getting famous. We'll see.
Time will tell.
It's a tale as old as time. Love and The Bachelor.
Oh my goodness, guys. I have edited the vlog up until this point. I've just been sitting here editing. Last night in the Bachelor scene, I look like a legit glazed donut. Like, first of all, my hair looked greasy. It wasn't. I just got out of the shower, so it was still a little damp. And then my face looked so greasy. But I'm here to tell you that if you don't go to bed looking like a glazed donut, that's a problem. It's seriously like, oh my gosh, like you wake up and your face just looks so good. And basically the glazed donut look is if you're like moisturizing enough, you're hydrating enough. I just started using 2 new Tatcha products, the rice cleanser and then the cream. I'll put it on the screen. I don't even know what to say. It has made such a difference in my skin, like just brightness. And those are the sample versions. I just got it as like a birthday gift to Sephora. So I'm gonna go and get like the full bottle ones because I'm in love. And it's interesting because, oh my gosh, it's like the whole aging process. I am very concerned about how I am going to handle it. Just like seeing changes, wrinkles, things like that. Just, I don't know, like it's something you don't think about when you're young because it's not your problem. You're young. You can't even imagine yourself looking like that, but I don't know. I've warned Zach, Botox might have to be in the future.
Not anytime soon.
And obviously the biggest thing with keeping your skin looking nice is just staying out of the sun. Like I put SPF on all the time. I do not tan my face. I do tan my body. Like I don't go to like a tanning booth, but like if I'm laying out at the pool, like I'll let my body get some color. But the face, nuh-uh. Another day, another t-shirt dress. I have seriously been obsessed with these. This one is Target. They also have really good ones at The Gap. And they're just so freaking comfy. And today I'm doing something I never do. I am wearing just a little bit of makeup. I'm the type of person, I'm either wearing a full face or nothing. But today I'm just like, you know what? I don't wanna put on a whole thing of makeup because I'm actually getting a facial later. I'm so excited. But I don't want to just, like, I hate looking back at this footage and cringing because honestly, that's what I do. And I upload it, obviously, you see it, but definitely not the best. So actually, Zach. Yeah. Come in here and I want to see if you can tell what makeup I have on my face right now. He's coming.
Can I tell?
Yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to point it out?
Yeah, like what products? Like what do I have on?
Lipstick on?
I have tinted chapstick.
I mean, you've got whatever it's called right there.
Concealer.
I mean, you've got something on your cheeks. I don't know what.
It's not my cheeks, it's just right here.
Oh, yeah.
If I wish you actually, this is the better angle.
I mean, it's really all that I can tell.
I do have under eye concealer on, like under my eyes. It's not like my dark circles. And then I just have on like a tinted brow gel.
Look at you go.
So it's so subtle. I mean, if you looked at me though, like if you weren't studying me, would you even know I had stuff on?
I mean, not really. I mean, your lips.
Oh God, the lips are giving it away. But no, I just didn't want to look like a total ghost. I'm just gonna head out to Publix. I am struggling so hardcore with my lunches, guys. You saw I have all of that butternut squash and I've been doing the chicken quinoa squash combo. Loved it, but I'm already sick of it. Like I don't want chicken for lunch. I don't know. So we're gonna see. I need to mix it up somehow, and I'm gonna walk to Publix because today was a strength day, it was leg day, and on strength days, I like to get some sort of movement in because you're not really, like your heart rate isn't really that high up for the strength days. Yesterday, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Not really, everyone always comments, okay, can I just say, everyone always comments when I say things like that, and they're like, you're abusing your body, like this is not healthy. listen, if I say like I'm gonna puke after a workout or like I'm dead, like I'm not saying it's normal, but like as an athlete, like I grew up playing 4 sports, played softball in high school, like that's normal to push yourself and be like, whoa, like, I don't know. Like, do you know how many basketball games I was like, I'm going to pass out? But the cool thing and what I love so much and what's so addicting is you push yourself and like you don't pass out. Like I don't know. Zach, do you have any thoughts on that actually? I'm just asking all your thoughts today, jeez.
You're just an athlete.
I'm such an athlete.
Pushing yourself.
Zach, come on.
No, I mean, it's good that you do it. They don't design burn boot camps to make people legitimately like get to the point where they're gonna like actually hurt themselves. So
no, but I think like a tough workout, it's normal to like feel maybe a little.
If you run stairs or run like 5 miles as fast as or sprints or anything. I mean, people who do CrossFit like are way worse off than they're like on the ground, like they're like like so. No, I mean, I'm not worried about you dying or anything, dear.
I'm just pushing it so hard.
I think you'll be all right.
This is where I wish I was going for lunch right now, but we got a grocery store. I can cook. We're gonna do this.
Sunshine and rain. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with color.
Mini grocery haul. I just got chicken, green tea, more cocoa powder, grapes, gum, and then I ended up going with salmon. Figured that'd be like nice with the squash. And yes, I did make a pit stop at Sephora. I had to, guys. Like these products are just so good. This is the, if I can open it, rice cleanser. It is the thickest cleanser I've ever used in my life. It's so thick, but you really feel like it's getting out all the like, not to sound disgusting, but like grime that might be in your skin. And then this was super expensive. I think it was like, oh, now I forget. Actually, I have the receipt here. The rice cleanser was $38. This is $69, but just look at this packaging. And then it's basically just like a cream. And this is, I feel, well, it has the applicator thing, but this is, I feel like, what really made my skin super like dewy and bright. She's a stunner. And by the way, so many people ask why I like orange foods. It's obviously not planned. Like, it just is what it is. I don't know. Like, everything I like is orange. Salmon, which by the way, salmon, like that doesn't fall into the same category of something that would turn my skin orange because it's really the beta carotene that turns your skin orange. And that certainly is present in squash, carrots, and sweet potatoes, my 3 favorite foods ever. I don't really eat carrots anymore though. And you can see, I mean, my skin is not orange. Like what it used to be is like remarkable to me. Like it almost doesn't feel like it was real. I look back on old videos, it is so evident. Like, oh my gosh, it was just everywhere. Even like my hands, guys. I mean, this is the biggest way to know. Like my hands are white. The palm of my hand used to be so orange. No, it's white. We're back to normal. I'm never going down that path again. I really think what truly did it was the carrots and then the sweet potatoes, which I no longer even eat sweet potatoes anymore. I try to just get the Japanese ones, and those have like a white inside, which is very needed for my problem. And the squash, by the way, I just do in the oven, 400 degrees. I do about like 35 minutes and then 10 to 20 minutes of broil, depending on how powerful your oven is. And I do like it to be pretty broiled. That's how I get some of these like charred pieces, which I think taste so good.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me. I'm not.
Okay, what the heck? I'm just on a little stroll in Uptown Charlotte. I had to pick up something that just did not end up working out. We'll talk about that in a second, but I just passed a bank because Charlotte's a big banking town. Like there's a lot of corporate offices here. And there was just a group of men in suits playing ping pong casually during the day. I guess that's like their break room, but I cannot even imagine such a thing. One of the corporate offices has like a rooftop lounge. Like in the TV news industry, let us just say there is no work-life balance, no time for that. Like especially when I met Zach, I started realizing like what? Like it's not all doom and gloom and every second you're working and getting a story. And anyway, just a random thought. We're just gonna call it like it is. Today has honestly just been a mess. You guys know I have been severely deficient in B12, and I stopped getting my shots back when I lived in Cincinnati because I found out it was like $50 a shot, and I didn't know that, so I was just billed all at once. I was getting them weekly at one point, and then I switched to monthly, but I stopped on the shots, and then obviously I moved, so basically I've been trying to find a way to do it here. Thought I found it out, thought I could transfer my prescription because you have to get prescribed it. And I was like, woo, this is amazing, to like a CVS Minute Clinic, so it's like a little less money. And then I show up and I just get a vial. I guess I don't want to show my personal information, but somehow, some way I'm supposed to inject my own shot. That is not happening. That's never happening. I even asked Zach and he was like, no. He said he couldn't even dissect frogs in like school. There's just no way we're doing it to me at all. We're gonna kill me if we try it. So I need to figure out how to get someone to inject this into my arm, basically. It's just, I'm not even gonna, in the next vlog, I think maybe I'll go into more detail. I have been getting a lot of questions from you guys about how I've been feeling, how the B12 levels have been. I don't even want, that's gonna take a whole thing to get into. So we'll do that in the next vlog. We'll keep being upbeat in this one and pretending like this isn't a whole mess. I also went to Whole Foods, which the reason I went to Whole Foods is because parking downtown was uptown was so expensive. So I drove to Whole Foods and then ended up walking a mile each way to CVS in 90-degree weather just so I didn't have to pay. Because if you park at Whole Foods, you get 2-hour parking as long as you can validate it, which I can. I can give you guys a quick little haul. Basically, I just got my Japanese sweet potatoes, and then my meat of today is going to be turkey breast. I know everyone always says deli meats are so bad for you. Oh my gosh, but I don't know. I've just been craving deli meat so badly, so this is gonna be so freaking good for lunch. Then we can like roll them up and eat them, which normally I would eat it on a sandwich, but I totally forgot to get bread. So I'm not going back out there. We're gonna work with what we got. Got the butternut squash and rice, and then this is probably not gonna be appetizing to anyone, just some slabs of meat. But honestly, I feel like if I rolled it into like cute little, that'd make it look better maybe. Yeah, that looks better. I'm back in the car and I'm gonna check out a local coffee shop slash cafe slash bakery with an Instagram friend.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow.
I just got back from tea with Mackenzie, who I randomly met on Instagram. She reached out and said she had watched my videos, saw I was coming to Charlotte, and that was so nice. Like that was great. That really just like made my day, and hopefully I'll be able to hang out with her more while I'm here in Charlotte. But it also brings me to another part of this video that I was kind of touching on in the beginning, but I feel like I didn't give a good explanation because everyone keeps asking me like, what are your future plans? Not in like a weird way, but just like in a conversational way, even when I was with Mackenzie. And when I say I don't know, like I feel like it probably just sounds like I'm like, I don't know, being secretive or something, but I truly don't know. Like we have the Airbnbs booked through the end of the year, and then it's just such a question mark, which is so exhilarating and exciting, but also my type A personality is just like, we have to know. Like I have no idea, for example, where we're gonna be in February. Like I said, I hope I can maybe spend like January in New York. Zach was thinking of doing Montana in January. He has family there, so he does skiing. And actually, you know what, Zach's upstairs eating dinner. I didn't want to disturb him, but I really feel like we need to hear from him. And the thing is, like, we really have fallen in love with Charlotte. Like, we could see us moving to Charlotte. So that's something I didn't even expect. Like I originally didn't want to come to Charlotte. I was voting for Charleston, and it was Zach who was leaning more towards Charlotte, and now I'm so happy we came here. But Zach, how are you doing on this fine Thursday evening?
I'm doing well.
He's doing quite well with his glass of wine. I feel like you're so I was about to say so fancy with his Powerade.
Yeah, it's not that fancy, no. We
wanted to hear your thoughts on our future, Zach, with the whole traveling thing. And I don't even know what you're about to say.
Yeah. What do you want to know? You're gonna ask a question, reporter?
Well, the question is, what is our future with travel? Like, we just don't know.
No, I mean, we don't know. I think we both enjoyed it so far. We're only in our second location. Both of our places have been nice. Where it's like if one of the places weren't nice, I think that would put like a bad taste in your mouth or something like that. But we gotta do something after January. We can't just stay at your parents' house forever.
I know, I'm like, Zach, we're moving in with my parents. But actually, and this is why I love Zach, you're the one who was like, oh, we could spend more time in New York than just like the week. Like, because you know I obviously miss my family.
We can stay on Long Island as long as you want, dear.
Oh, Zach. Don't make me love you. I don't know what that, I was about to say don't make me blush, but that doesn't make sense. But yeah, I just think, so basically like the thing is, if we were to book our Airbnb for, I guess, February, we'd have to do it now because the good ones go fast and we have a location in mind. So I think maybe we'll look around, we'll see if there's anywhere we like any Airbnbs. And we'll see if we're gonna continue this whole travel thing, or we have talked very seriously about literally just moving to Charlotte. We've just loved it here.
Yeah, I mean, we could move to Charlotte, and I think we'd be happy. I think we would want to like see the outskirts more, or just we probably would try to rent a place close to where we're at now.
Oh, I have. Mackenzie gave me a lot of good recs today, so I'm excited. Like I want to like drive around and stuff. But no, it's definitely a lot of question marks. We truly don't know. I just don't know. Like, and I hate not having an answer. Like, I'm so type A. I need to always have everything planned out, but we're gonna see. Things are very up in the air, but we're just taking it day by day.
As always.
But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here so I can start a new vlog tomorrow. You guys know my weekend of my lives are a lot more like exciting with things that I'm doing, just because that's when I do spend money. I try to keep it pretty like, you know, free during the week. Like I like just going on walks and going to parks and things like that. So yeah, that coffee, it wasn't even like a coffee shop. It's like coffee shop, cafe, bakery, was awesome. Like I would even go there just to like do work. I saw some people doing that. So maybe I'll try to check some coffee shops out next week, just because there are some really cute ones here in Charlotte I was seeing. So I got to shower. I got to get ready. It's like 7:30 and I'm starving for dinner. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I love you so much. Get out of here.
It's like I was doing that for the up thumb. Oh my god.